Hello students. Last week you learned how to change a present tense paragraph into a past tense paragraph. This week we're going to do the opposite. We're going to change a past tense paragraph into a present tense paragraph. We are going to change the underlined past tense verbs in paragraph 1 to present tense verbs in paragraph 2. Read the paragraph out loud when finished to verify it makes sense. So first, let's read the past tense paragraph. On Christmas morning at our house, we got up early. We rushed downstairs and we opened our gifts under the tree. The packages and paper scattered all over the floor. We laughed a lot and we had a great time. Then we had a special Christmas breakfast. After breakfast, we got ready for the short trip to Grandma's house. We visited with our cousins for the rest of the day. Then we headed back home. So notice all of our past tense verbs have been underlined for us. So we are going to take those underlined verbs and instead of having them be past tense, we are going to change them into present tense. After we have finished, we will read the paragraph again to make sure that it makes sense. Right, so our first verb is got. On Christmas morning at our house, we got up early. Instead of saying got, because that already happened, I want my verb to be in the present. So I would say on Christmas morning at our house, we get up early. We rushed. So now I need to figure out the present tense version of rushed. Here's what's really cool, guys, is if a verb ends in ed, d, or t, you can just take that ending off and you'll have your present tense verb. So in this case, rushed, if I take off that ed ending, I get the word rush, which when I read that sentence, we rush downstairs. It's in its present tense. All right, we rushed downstairs and we opened. Opened in its present tense would be, you know this, opened in its present tense, what? Get ready. Yes, open. We rushed downstairs and we opened our gifts under the tree. The packages and paper, I'm changing scattered to what verb? Get ready. Yes, scatter all over the floor. We, next one is laughed. What would I change laughed to make it present tense? Get ready. We laugh a lot and now this one's a little tricky, the word had. Now I can't just take off that D because I would have the word ha, which doesn't make any sense at all. So the present tense form of had is have. And so we laugh a lot and we have a great time. Then we had, but instead of had, we just had this one. See what I did there? We need to change that to what? Get ready. Yes, have. Then we have a special Christmas breakfast. After breakfast, we got, again, we've already had this verb, and we already know that the present tense form of got is what? Get ready. Yes, get ready for the short trip to Grandma's house. We, next is visited. What do I change visited to make it present tense? Get ready. Yes, we visit with our cousins for the rest of the day. Then we blank back home. So instead of saying headed back home, I would say then we get ready. Yes, head back home. Now let's read through the paragraph to make sure that all of it is in its present tense form. On Christmas morning at our house, we get up early. We rush downstairs and we open our gifts under the tree. The packages and paper scatter all over the floor. We laugh a lot and we have a great time. Then we have a special Christmas breakfast. After breakfast, we get ready for the short trip to Grandma's house. We visit with our cousins for the rest of the day. Then we head back home. That paragraph makes perfect sense. So I know that I went through and all of my past tense verbs have been changed to present tense verbs. Way to go, guys. You are great.